there basses, and welcome to your part of California Dreamin, one of my favourite arrangements, if I say so myself. And I would like you to start with one long held note, and I'd like you to give it a nice really rich tone if you can, because it's just one long do on this note. Do. Okay, so it's long. If it goes through your nose, it will sound like ding, and we don't want that obviously. So try and make a nice laser beam. Do, think like an owl, twittle, that kind of thing. So we're gonna have a 1, 2, 3, 4, do. Really open that wah up, so that we take that lovely specific sound and then make it big. So it's a long held note. Do, wah. So you hold it for 12 counts before you open it up into the wah. So that's your introduction. Lots of things happen over the top of that. So there's a sort of waterfall effect around the choir. And then you're going to go into a rhythm. So you have lots of dums. I've labelled them A1, A2 and B because they're all just slightly different. So let's look at A1 first of all. Dum, da dum, da dum, da dum, da dum, da dum. Dum, da, dum, half a step up there. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, da, dum. And again, 2, 3, 4. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, da, dum. Let's move on to the second part. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum. Now that is much more jumpy. La, 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 la. Very strange notes there. It's a very eerie, very Arabic sounding series of notes there. La, 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 la is what you're singing. Just try it with a la first. La, 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 la. So some strange intervals there. Let's make that into dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum. So there's a tail on the end of the B, dum dum dum, that goes do 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 do. Let's try that together. Do 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 do. Good. So that goes on the end of the very sort of Eastern sounding bit. So it's going to sound like dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum dum do 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 do. So that's do 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 do. Will lead straight into something else. So let's try putting together A1 and B. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum dum da dum B. Dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum dum do 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 do. Yeah, so they're very different to each other. Let's go from the beginning. Your first dum is the same note as the long do, so you don't actually have to go anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, wah. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, da, dum, dum. Da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum dum do 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 do. That's it. Well done. And then we go into what I'm calling A2 because it's very similar to A1 except for one difference. So it's the same as dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum dum. Now, usually in A1 you do dum, da, dum, you'd lift up by that half step. This time you don't, you're going to tag on that tail end from B onto this part here. So A2 sounds like this. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, do, 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 do. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, do, 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 do. So let's put all of those pieces together nice and slow. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, wah. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, da, dum, be, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, do, 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 dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, do, 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 dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, do, 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 do. Good, and then we have verse 2, which is totally different, so you get a little bit of a rest from all those dum-dum-dums. So instead of doing the words here, you're going to be doing a hum. If you had the words, you would be singing, all the leaves are brown and the sky is grey. But it's all going to be to a hum. Let's look at those notes. So you're going to tip down half a step and you're going to come back up. La 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 la. Just try that for me. La 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 la. Good. So the hums will sound like this. So good. Now it gets a little bit tricky. So where you just finished with you're now gonna have got down on my knees, I pretend to pray. So we have lots of difficult notes here. We've got some half steps and some full steps, and it's just a case of practicing them to find out where they are. So you've had got down on my knees. That was got down on my knees, and then I pretend to pray. So there's a lot of strangeness happening there. Got down on my knees, I pretend to pray. Let's put that with the hums. Got down on my knees, I pretend to pray. Now the preacher likes the cold is the same as your hum was. Preacher likes the cold. Yes, the same as Excuse me, emails arriving in the inbox over there in the wrong key. So we have preacher likes the cold. Now before you did but this is not the same. We're gonna have knows that I'm gonna stay, knows that I'm gonna stay. So remember, on the word stay, it's quite handy, stay there, don't move back up again. Knows that I'm gonna stay. And you're gonna finish with California dreaming on such a winter's day. That was California dreaming on such a winter's day. Now, if anybody's not joined me for these videos before, when I make whole tones, whole steps up and down, I keep my hand flat. And when I go halfway down, I go in at an angle. Yeah, so you know that you're just shifting down a little bit. I don't know why, but it psychologically helps when you can see a slight half step rather than going from here to here, here to here. It's like here to just come down a little bit, yeah? So there's a lot of half steps and full steps in that section. We're going to have from the hum. Got down on my knees, I pretend to pray. Preacher likes the cold, knows that I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's day. And that last day, 4 of each. Day, or should I say 4 counts for each. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Before we go into the next section. Right, the bridge is tricky. I'm not gonna lie, there's all sorts of things going in here. Imagine you're making a recipe and it's got all sorts of weird stuff. I don't know, there's tofu in there, there's coriander, there's cardamom, there's, I don't know, black onion seeds. It's all stuff you can't get at the supermarket. You've got to go searching deep into your brain for all this stuff. So, get a cup of tea if you need one before you set off on this bridge journey. We're now going to add some little percussion bits in, if we can, and we're just going to do a ch sound, yeah? Ch, ch. Now, if you can notice, I'm not doing ch, ch, because that throws out too much air. And if you throw out too much air too often, you're not going to get any back in. So it's literally just a ch, ch, ch sound. Don't get any air to expel from your mouth. Try that. Ch, ch, ch. Sorry about the emails. Ch, 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 ch. Not ch, ch, ch. Like you're not chucking the air, if you like. You're keeping it sort of in so that you can have some in your lungs so you can sing. We're now going to move up to this note here. You've been low for that previous section. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Dum is where you're going, so it's a lift up. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Dum, 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 dum. Let's try that. Dum, 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 so there are 2 of those. Let's take them slowly for now. Let's put them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dum, dum, dum. If you can't fit the ch on, then take a breath because you're going to need it for this next little section. You finished on then California dreams. There's a little S there, but as you're taking it, as soon as you've made that S sound, take a breath because you're going to need it for the next phrase. So you've had dum, 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 California dream, oh California dreamin'. So you can see why you need as much breath as you can get because you've got lots of long phrases here. So, dum, dum, da dum, 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 California dreams, oh California dreamin'. There's a lot lot of air being expelled from you at that point. Let's give it a try together, a little bit faster. The benefit of going faster is that you don't have to hold those notes for quite as long. So, 1, 2, 3, go. Dum, da, dum, do, da, dum, dum, da, dum, da, dum. California dreams, oh California dreamin'. Good. If you got there, you're nearly at the end. If you need to go back over that, please do. Whoa, try that. Whoa. And again. Whoa. And then we have a final waterfall effect, of which you are the last bit to complete. Now you started the song on your own and everybody joined you. Now everybody's going to start the waterfall and you finish it off. You've got some strange notes coming up. It's back to that sort of Eastern Arabic kind of territory. You're going to hear sha la 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 la. That's how the waterfall works. Sha la 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 la. But you only get the last 3 notes of that. La 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 la. They're very hard to pitch. They go a bit like this. Oh, I just made up a little warm-up song there. So I'm going to slow that right down. You'll hear sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la. And yours is the sha-la-la-la-la-la. Try that. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la. Good, we'll speed it up. So you're going to hear, or you'll start with whoa, sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la. So you've got to be really on the ball to come in with your sha-la-la-la-la-la on time. You start taking in what the rest of the choir are doing and then you forget that you're supposed to be in. I'm going to clap some timing for you. Whoa, sha-la-la-la-la-la. So do you see you can't hang around there waiting to hear the others? Whoa, sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la. You only get 4 counts of rest there before you have to jump straight back in. And it's a difficult set of notes as well. So let's try that again. Whoa, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la. One more time. Whoa, sha-la-la-la-la-la. Good. Let's do the whole bridge, because that's quite a meal to take in there. Starting here with the dum, 1, 2, 3, 4, dum, 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 California dreams, oh California dreamin'. Whoa, sha-la-la-la-la-la. That sha-la is really hard to find. It's actually more helpful when you can hear the rest of the choir as well. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la. And then you go back to verse 3, which is the same as verse 1. A1. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, da, dum. B. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, do, 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 do. A2. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, dum, do, 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 do. That's it. You've already done that bit, so I'm not going to slow that down. Now, once you've got that in your head, add in the extra little ch if you can. You'll hear it in the sound file. And I basically, once I gave you that ch, I didn't want to take it away from you because then it sounds like it's missing afterwards. So once you've got into the ch that's in the bridge, you then continue it through the rest of the song. Let's add that in. We're going to go from the bridge California dream, oh California dreamin'. Whoa, sha la 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 la, dum 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 and then the outro. So this time for your final bit. You come down one note and stay there. Dum, dum, dum. Such a winter's day. And you might find you've run out of breath by that point, so take a breath before such a winter's day. Now, once you've got that in your head, add in the extra little ch if you can. Dum, 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 dum. Such a winter's day. Now, you will know whether you are a ch air releaser or a ch non-air releaser by whether you've got any breath left at the end of that phrase. So if you find that you're not able to do the ch without releasing air, so if you're doing dum ch dum ch dum ch dum, then you just don't do the ch. Don't do it at all, because you are going to hurt, well, you're not hurt yourself, but you're not going to have enough breath to keep you motivated and energized, and you might run the risk of getting a bit lightheaded. So if you can't add in that ch without any effort, it shouldn't feel like it's a lot of effort. It should feel pretty effortless if you've got the technique right. But it is pretty much beatboxing. So if you've never had an experience of beatboxing, or it feels very unusual to you, then just leave it out. It's not absolutely necessary. So enjoy. Let's do the whole thing from beginning to end, and then you can practice with all the sound files and all the other parts as well. Got down on my knees, I pretend to pray. Preacher likes the cold, knows that I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Dum 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 California dreams, oh California dreamin'. Whoa, sha la 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 la, dum 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 Such a winter's day. That's it, you're done. Goodbye.